I'm going to carry out an R1 and R2 test on a radial socket outlet circuit. I've prepared the board ready, I've isolated everything and carried out all the safe isolation procedures as required. Again, I'd like to stress that when you're working on around or on live equipment, as we are now, we need to be very, very careful because, one mistake can be fatal. What I'm going to do in this case is I'm actually going to do the test at the board and short out the circuit at the other end, because for a socket outlet circuit I sometimes find that easier. What I'm going to use is a plug, a test plug, and I'm going to put a lead in it like so. I know the circuit's isolated, so there's no problem, I've tested it. I'm going to plug this in, then I'm going to come back here, carry out the test. I've isolated this circuit. This is the furthest point on the circuit, which is the one I want to take the R1 and R2 reading from. What I need to do now is obviously zero the instrument to take into account the resistance of the instrument leads and also the piece of equipment I'm using for carrying out the test. So quite a simple process. I'll just turn my instrument to ohms, take a reading, push the button, and when that little symbol comes up on the bottom left-hand corner, that's showing me that this is now zeroed. I can plug this in, go back to the board, test between line and earth, and that will actually give me the R1 and R2 reading that I'm after. I've inserted the plug and shorted out the other end of the circuit. I've zeroed the instrument as you saw earlier, and now all that remains to be done is to carry out the test. But as I said earlier, you must be very careful because there are live conductors around. I've now got a value of 0.2 of an ohm, which is perfectly satisfactory for this circuit, although I'll check it later. I just need to record it on the schedule of test results. Make sure I remove my lead from around by the end of the circuit and replace everything safely.